Hello Taurus and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for May the 16th through to the 31st. We have Sword Princess, Air Palace coming through. So busy mind, lots of ideas being generated, things happening, decisions, new ideas, learning new stuff, lots of information coming to you, formulating new ideas around stuff. So lots happening for you, Taurus. Yeah, absolutely, especially on the mental side of things. So this is a fortnightly reading for May the 16th through to the 31st, and it is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. And we are in your beautiful season, which does move into Gemini. So I think this Sword Princess has a lot to do with the Gemini energy as well coming through here. But happy birthday to all you beautiful Taurians that are having a birthday in this period. So I hope you have a fantastic day. We also have the High Priestess, Cancer Moon Taurus. You've turned up, so you're like, not without me, you're not turning up, Gemini energy. So let's see what else is coming in. Highly intuitive, especially might be around some new ideas around the home. Might want to be doing some home decoration even, renovation, changes, redesigning, all of that sort of stuff around the home. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that, and it's going to feel good. It's like I want to feel good. So, and can also be to do with other themes around body or just feeling safe in general. But we also have, wow, Emperor, Aries, Mars, Sun. So a very successful energy, taking a lot of action. And we've got the feminine and the masculine coming in really strongly. There's quite a nice balance. So there might be this need to bring in this lovely balance between doing things, being out there, being really successful, or trying to make things happen and make things a concrete reality. And then the balance of the mystery, the internal world, the caring, the self-nurturing, and going very deep within and making sure that that space, your home in particular, like I said, that's all that energy around you, the energy that you consider to be your space, whatever that is feeling really good. So this is all coming through for you, Taurus. So I just have to say really quickly that I'm on a bit of a, actually I haven't hit my timer. Just got to remember to do that. I'm on a bit of a time schedule this fortnight because I'm going away. So I'm timing the readings, trying to keep them around the 20-minute mark, keep them pretty concise. And also the extended reading is going to be slightly shorter this fortnight, and so it's going to be at a special discounted price with 30% off. So if you haven't checked them out, you might like to check them out, and we pull more cards for what's coming up in the future and focus in on career, love, money, and love and relationships. Did I say that right? Career, money, love and relationships. So I'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's get stuck into this. So that's why we're keeping the readings pretty tight and trying to get things done otherwise, because I am going away, otherwise I just won't get them done. So let's see what else. So I feel like I'm just getting busy for you guys. Busy, but it's nice stuff. It's like I want to beautify something. I want to make something nicer. I want to make a really beautiful space. So it's just really lovely. And then we've got the Knight of Swords, which is again Gemini energy of moving really, really quickly. And it's like, oh, do I even have a chance to finish anything? Has something completed? So the Five of Pentacles is coming in. We'll pull some more cards for you. The Knight of Cups at the base, which is beautiful. The Tower energy. The Hermit, that's the recent past, but the Hermit's coming in the near future. The Ten of Wands. And I'm just going to shuffle for a little bit more. You're coming in as the Ten of Wands. So all this flux and energy might actually just be, this swiftness of it might take it out of you a little bit. You might just need some time out to take a break, do something nice for yourself as well. The Hanged Man. The King of Swords. Hopes and fears and outcome. The Death card. Well, there's a big transformation coming in around clarity. Okay, so something's becoming very clear to you. And interestingly, dogs are just barking at a bird, so please excuse them. We have the moon at the base of the reading. So you've got the moon coming in twice, actually, with the High Priestess and the moon, and it is a very highly intuitive energy. It can also be confusion, that there is some energy that is just like you need to sort through stuff, and it can be going into some emotional realms that don't feel necessarily comfortable. But, I think that the High Priestess is feeling really good. This Moon card is very much, this can be fear and confusion that comes through with that, but I feel like it's grounded with that High Priestess energy that's coming through. So it will be fine. So we have the Knight of Swords crossed by the World. And this is things start picking up pace. Things start moving really, really fast. There's a shift in pace, like things just move really, really quickly. And it's crossed by the World, which is the end of a cycle, completion. It just feels like things are moving too fast. And there hasn't been time for something to complete, or something ended really quickly and suddenly you're thrown into this new flux of very, very fast energy happening. So lots of quick, fast changes. And it's like, what's going on? But it actually feels it does feel like it does settle, which is good. In your conscious mind, you have the Five of Pentacles. So this is where interesting home and value is really, really important. It's coming in. Could be the need to leave a situation that you haven't valued, or you haven't felt valued, or you just no longer see the value of it. It could be feelings of rejection as well for some of you, or it could be just feeling. That's why I feel like home and safety is really, really important with the Five of Pentacles. It can be leaving an old form of income behind, going, I'm thinking of starting something new. So it can be looking at your money and going, looking at the areas that haven't been working, where you haven't been getting in. There's been some kind of lack, or you haven't been getting exactly what you wanted from that, and kind of thinking of new ways to be bringing this in. So I think, it's going to be highlighted completely, the areas where it's felt like things have lacked and you haven't really, it all comes down to value. Is something of value? Are you paying too much for something, or are you not being paid enough? It's that sort of thing, or you're not being valued in a relationship. So it's kind of interesting. At the base, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is very much around moving forward and to be able to into a direction that is really going to be very deeply fulfilling, following your heart, following something that you really, really, truly love, or someone, a situation or a person, making some really positive changes for your heart. And so I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of ideas around this, about what that's going to be. So it's actually very beautiful. It's a dreamy energy. The Knight of Cups can also be the energy of falling in love, or someone coming towards you, your heart opening to somebody. So it's actually a really, really lovely energy. And that's what I think, this is the deep down energy that's occurring. And it can also be just the energy of I need to come back and care. I need to come back and care for myself. And this, I just feel like is going to be like, there's too much happening here, and it's like that's not working, and I need to really come back to what my heart is saying, not necessarily like my head's going to try and find all these solutions. But if there's too many changes and too many things happening, it's going to feel a bit out of control, which is kind of interesting, because we have in the recent past the Tower card. Now, for some, I sometimes, I read the Tower as sometimes being falling in love, and we have the Knight of Cups as well. So it could be, it's just a sense that it's like inspiration has struck, even for some of you. Doesn't have to be falling in love, but it can be. But I'm just saying that this is like something shifted and was liberated really quickly. And the liberation of what's occurred with that energy, it suddenly opened a whole heap of things up for you, and opened your mind to all these new possibilities of things that can happen. So that's why it's becoming like things that are really obviously not working. You're like, well, maybe there's a new way to be doing that, new solutions, new ideas. But just this Knight of Swords in the World card can be like being on the hamster wheel, an idea going round and around and around, lots of fast changes, overthinking and not landing, and kind of an idea not reaching a completion, or a change not reaching to a completion. So it's kind of interesting with the Tower card, because for some of you, this is like I said, inspiration has struck, and it's like it's just kind of set this catalyst of all these amazing kind of ideas that have come out. So you really need to land them. But the fact you've got the Emperor right next to it, and it's kind of like, I need to do this. I want to do this. I want to do it now. So you just need to be careful not to burn out with that. But with the Emperor, it's going to be something, it's like suddenly feeling really energized and motivated, and it's successful energy. So whatever got liberated with this Tower energy, that something just was not working for you and it just kind of got blasted out of the water, in having the Emperor there and the High Priestess are like the balance of the masculine and feminine. It's really a very successful combination to come in. So he makes things happen, makes things a concrete reality, brings in success, brings in personal power as well. So it's all very, very important energy. It's all good for making this, whatever got blasted open, a success, whatever got liberated. So that's why I'm kind of getting this all could be a lot happening, because the Sword Princess is like a lot happening in your mind, being open to a whole heap of new ideas. And it can be overwhelming, it can be exciting, it can be exhilarating, it can be exhausting, it can be all of those things. It can be just busy. And that's why with the Hermit card in the near future, it may be that you need to take some time out to connect back in with yourself, spend some time alone, find some answers deep within, not necessarily a lot of the ideas that are being thrown around, not necessarily in your head. This is finding those answers, grounding into a space that feels more comfortable for you, grounding into your heart, grounding into those answers deep within. Because it can be, there's lots of ideas generating, but I can't necessarily see how they're going to work, or I can see how they might work 2 steps ahead, but I can't see the long-term vision of this. And that's kind of almost what you're looking for, some sort of confirmation that this would work as a longer-term thing, that this could ground in and be some kind of a reality here. So the Hermit card is really fantastic to really just take some time out to yourself and find those answers within. Now, this is why I'm thinking this busy period could take it out of you health-wise, just in terms of energy levels or stress levels or anything like that, is that you are so ready to release the burden now of whatever this Five of Pentacles has been, and whatever's been liberated and shown you very clearly where your worth has not been, what sort of messaging has been coming to you around your self-worth, whether it's from yourself or other people, and where you'd like to upgrade that. And so it's releasing a lot of thought patterns, ideas, and thoughts that are unconscious, even not unconscious, like automatic thoughts is probably the right word. Words, sometimes we're just always thinking things and not really aware, but it's constantly there in the background of our head. And so whatever it is, it doesn't have to necessarily be around that, because it's a sense that something was really strongly liberated and some positive shifts are coming in. But it's like the 10 of Wands is you're ready to let something go now, big time. And if you're not ready, you'll be feeling it and be wanting to. So you're either feeling ready to let it go or feeling exhausted. The thing is as well is that because of some sort of burden that's been placed, and this could have been some kind of expectation or some kind of responsibility that's been placed upon you, it's been hard to kind of, it's been like a, what's the word? It's hard to see what's in front of you. It's hard to see the future. It's been like a real drudge, like drudging, walking through the mud. It's been, it's felt very like, bleh. So day-to-day routines could have started getting like really heavy and boring. There's a heaviness to it, but you're letting go something related to that. So in the energy around you, you have the Hanged Man, and there's a lot of answers coming in fast with the Sword Princess, the Hermit, and the Hanged Man. And the Sun is there with the Emperor. It's showing you how to bring more success into your life, how to bring more money into your life, how to bring nicer things into your home, a better home. So you're getting a lot of information coming in around that. And the Hanged Man is an element of, you're being enlightened, seeing things from new and different perspectives, seeing that there's a whole heap of other different ways to do things, that people live very differently, and that perhaps you could bring some of those changes into your life. So there's a flexibility that's coming through here with the Hanged Man. And so it's almost like you need to suspend, something gets suspended, something gets, it's like suspending a judgment or a thought or a critical mind, or it's just like putting that to the side for the moment and just the way you usually might think, and just kind of go, well, let's see what else is coming, what new things are coming in. Because in your hopes and fears, you have the King of Swords, and this is wanting clarity of mind. This is wanting to get the answers and wanting to find the answers. There's a bit of soul searching, answer looking, but the answers are there for you to see. The clarity is coming. And the King of Swords is a sense of being able to be mentally detached from something, to be quite in a space where you're not being affected by all these, by stress, mental stress really, or mental activity, a lot of mental stuff going on. So the King of Swords also is a very strong decision maker. You know, it might be a decision pending around all of this that needs to be made. So that's, you know, really just wanting some really strong mental clarity. And this is what's actually interesting, what's coming in, is the Death card is a huge transformation around the truth, around what's true for you, what is, and there's a lot of clarity coming in as well. These are the answers coming through for you that you're looking for, searching for answers. And the Death card comes in a big change in maybe perspective, mindset, really seeing things clearly. And this could be a brilliant new idea that comes through as well with that Ace of Swords. But I just feel like you're going to be seeing things very differently. It's like you're looking at the world through a different lens and seeing very clearly. Again, it comes down to your worth, your value, coming back to home base. And so it's giving you all this like rich information about how to make some positive changes through, some real clarity about how to bring this positive change through. So, you know, change is happening. And this is kind of the sense of flux that's occurring because the universe is kind of wanting to get you out of a comfort zone and get you in a state where it's like easier to move into this big shift and change that's coming through with the Ace of Swords. And it's a deeper version of your own personal truth and an upgraded version of that, I would want to say as well. So we have as the base the Moon card. So this is very much an energy of really having to trust your intuition, really coming in, listening to the intuition, especially intuition that is speaking to you through your body, not necessarily through your mind, not through the intellect, not through logic. It's a different kind of intuition that's coming through here that you're really going to have to trust and to keep at bay some of those fears and doubts that might come up and say, do you really think, because you can't see that this is going to be something long term, do you really think this is a good idea? Do you really think you can make this happen? So there's kind of this deep intuitive journey coming through connected to this. So I'm going to pull an affirmation card. Has just come straight out and it says, I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I radiate acceptance and I am deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. And that's actually really important because you do have love down at the bottom here with the Knight of Cups. And there's a sense of feeling very safe around this. So it's a safe place to actually go to some of these other to go to some of these deeper realms or look at areas that maybe you haven't wanted to look at. It might have been uncomfortable for whatever reason. And it creates a safe container for you to go, well, okay, this is working, this isn't working, blah, blah, blah. So that's why, like on a physical level, making changes around appearance, home, health, is reflective of something very deeper that's going on. It's like an internal change, an internal rearranging of your beauty and what you radiate to the world and showing your true value. So, yeah, it's beautiful energy coming through for you, Taurus. So, and really ultimately that Ace of Swords does want you to see your true value. So it's very, very beautiful. So I'm just going to end it with a little charm, and we have the electric guitar. So things are going to amp up 100%. Things are going to seem electric, fast, exciting, and things are going to be amplified in terms of the loudness. It's almost like I'm hearing all these voices in my head, like people talking, all these ideas. It's like the frequency just suddenly gets louder and stronger. So you're going to be getting, it just feels like a very intense frequency is happening here with this. So it also means that if you tap into that and can really tune into that electrical frequency that's coming in with this, is that you can really kind of ride that and use that. It's like the frequency of pure inspiration, pure brilliance. Tap into your genius. So that's what's coming through with this, Taurus. And music might be really important to you. You might have your own special connection to an electric guitar, or a certain song might come on the radio because it's underneath the High Priestess. So you might be getting some very intuitive messages through music as well. So that's it, Taurus. It actually seems like a very potent and powerful time for you. And I feel like, yeah, it's like seeing the world through through new eyes. And there's this sense of openness, curiosity, higher truth, a sense of wonder about what you haven't seen and what you're now seeing. So it's actually very, very beautiful energy to come through for you. And ultimately, like I said, a deeper sense of inner truth and inner value. So beautiful energy coming through, Taurus. So that's it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we are going to go straight to pulling cards for the near future and the future beyond. And then we're going to pull cards for career, money, love and relationships. So like I said, it's a slightly shorter version. Might even keep it that way. We'll just see how they go. And it will be at a reduced price, so 30% off. So if you haven't checked them out, this is a great opportunity to check out the extendeds and see what else is coming through in the near future in terms of some answers and clarity and the change that's coming through. So I'd love it if you come over to that. The link is in the description box below, and I usually pin it to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, if you'd like to show a way of supporting this channel, and if you appreciated this content, then please like, subscribe, leave a comment or share, because that's a way to let YouTube know that you appreciate the content. And I love reading your comments as well. And take care. I hope you have a fabulous birthday for all you Taurines that are having a birthday at this time. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.